Living Local presents Biz Buzz 413.
Welcome back. It's Biz Buzz 413, and I am your host, Jill Munson. We are live at the 413 Entrepreneur Spotlight. I have to preface this by saying this particular interview could go for 4.5 hours. But I will try not to let it. We are joined. Please put a big Biz Buzz 413 welcome together for my guest, my very dear friend, Sarah Tsisto, Executive Director of the Zoo at Forest Park. Welcome.
Hi, Jill.
So I had intended to have all women entrepreneurs during Women's History Month. But then I thought, well, that's short-sighted, Jill, because even though you don't technically own the zoo, you do everything an owner does of a business.
I say that all the time. Nonprofit organizations are no different than for-profit businesses, and we do the same thing women entrepreneurs do in terms of keeping businesses afloat, being creative, coming up with new and innovative ways to make sure that these nonprofit organizations are thriving and growing.
Except you do it, in your case, with the cutest animals ever.
Well, that is the benefit of my job.
I was like, when you went to apply, were they like, we offer a 403B, we offer life insurance, health insurance, and cute animals?
No matter where I go, when people ask me what I do and I say I run a zoo, they literally say, "You're kidding, right? That's not a real job. People don't have that as a job. That can't be real."
No, trust me, it's a real job. I've seen how hard she has to work. Tell me what is on the horizon, because we're coming, finally. I mean, this week we had one spring day. We're freezing again, but soon the zoo will be open and thriving for the spring and summer season. What's going on that people need to know about?
We do. You're right. Thank God the ice is finally melting. We are opening for the season the end of March, and we cannot wait to welcome our crowds back.
March.
Yeah, we open the end of March, that last weekend of March, and we hope and keep our fingers crossed for the snow to melt, and really hope that we can open the gates.
Can I just say,
oh boy,
I said to myself, if this is going to be the St. Patrick's Day parade coming up, and they're going to have snow on the ground.
They will in some spots for sure.
We might be talking too loud because people out there are looking at us.
Well, we're very entertaining. Of course, they're looking at us.
And we're cute.
We're adorable. So yes, so we are opening end of March, and then we have our big Easter event, which is obviously Easter weekend, our biggest event of the year. We have over 1,000 people who come. We have the Easter Bunny and lots of kids and lots of animal encounters and fun different things on our Easter Bunny trail. And
it's not a bunny in an exhibit. It's an actual Easter Bunny.
Well, we have both, of course. We absolutely have Easter Bunny, but we definitely have bunnies themselves. And then we do have a new exhibit opening this year, and I cannot tell you what it is, but it's going to be very, very exciting.
I come back.
Of course I will. And I could tell you that the new friends are on site. They just are not being announced just yet, but it's going to be a very, very exciting season.
Oh my God. Jesus. Do you want me to feed it out of her? I could tickle it out.
No, sorry. Can't tell you.
I do want to tell you, I was thinking of you. So I just finished, I read Jody, this one was Kristen Hanna. I read Kristen Hanna.
I love Kristen Hanna.
Did you read Home Again?
Yes.
And did you read that the zoo at Forest Park is referenced in the book?
Yes. We're referenced in a lot of books, actually. A lot of people don't know this, but ran the zoo, the Dr. Seuss book was actually written about the Forest Park Zoo. His father was the third curator, the third superintendent of the Forest Park Zoo way back in the day. So little Ted Geisel, when he was a small boy, spent all of his days sitting around watching the animals while his father was working.
So interesting. Yeah. It was like, I'm reading the book. I was visiting the family in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh, they just mentioned Morganella. Like Morganella, right?
Morganetta.
Yes. Morganetta.
Poor Morganetta.
Yes. And it's funny because I hadn't been that excited since I read the Ellen Hillenbrand when they mentioned Max Tone at the Chicken Box. That was like my friend Aaron's band. I know I'm weird. What I'm wondering is, tell me a little bit about, a lot of people, they don't understand the relationship between the zoo and how you operate and the city, because there's also the park. So kind of like you're your own entity, correct?
Yes. And that is a really confusing thing for a lot of people because the zoo's been around 130 odd years. And for many of those years, the zoo was part of the city of Springfield and managed by the city. But back in the late 60s, it sort of split off and became its own 501c3 nonprofit. So we are not affiliated with the city of Springfield. We're not funded by the city. We are located inside the park, inside Forest Park, but we are not funded by the city. We are a tenant. We're exactly that. We're a tenant. We have a long-term lease with the city of Springfield, but we are not funded by the city. We don't get any of the Bright Nights money. That's another thing people think that, well, you must get all that money. That is obviously Spirit of Springfield, completely different organization. So we are our own private, independent, nonprofit organization, completely reliant on our admissions, on donations, on fundraising, on special events, and everything we raise goes right back into taking care of those animals that live at the zoo 365 days a year. Our animals don't leave the zoo in the winter. They live there all year round. We get that question a lot too. So yes.
Jason's your husband
No.
in your backyard, no?
No, they're not in my basement. They're not out in the garage. They're living at the zoo year round.
Well, it's such an interesting business model if you think about it, though, because you have 365 days of operating costs, but you have what, maybe 180 days of operation, or however many. So like you have this big gap between operating days and days you have to actually have income coming in.
That's one of our biggest challenges, to be honest, is that we do have to find ways to kind of bank money in the open season to make sure that we have enough to pay staff and to feed animals and to keep the animals warm and to do all of the things that we need to do. We have to not just pay salaries, but pay health insurance benefits and keep the heat on and do all of the things that all businesses have to do year round. We also have to do year round.
Right. And you don't get like people, it's not like when the zoo, because the zoo starts opening at the end of March and goes through like October.
Right, through October.
So it's not like you get November, December, January off. Like you're still working.
Everyone's still there. The entire team is still there. We don't lay anybody off in the winter. The entire team is still there. So it is. It's all about, making sure that we can sustain ourselves financially through the winter. And that's certainly a challenge, but we've figured it out. And over the last 5 or 6 years, we have been able to do that and stay in the black. We were named to Super 60 from Springfield Chamber this year.
I heard that.
Yeah. So we figured it out, and it's really been a team effort, and we've come a long, long way over the last 6 or 7 years. We definitely hit some rough patches in the last decade, but we've come out the other side, and I'm really proud of the team and all of that we've managed to accomplish together.
Proud. I've known you a long time, and I'm really proud of you because you found a place that you love the mission, and that I feel like the zoo fuels your fire, and you've been able to be creative and be able to lead like a business owner with that mentality, because you do have that entrepreneurial spirit about you. And you're able to bring that to the zoo. If someone's listening and they want to get involved, like maybe they want to join the board, or maybe they're looking for their company wants to volunteer somewhere, or they have a big fat load of cash that
we love cash
give you. What should they do? Like go to the website, or should they email you? What do you want?
Either one. The website's a great place to start. It's forestparkzoo.org. Super simple. And then also simple as my email. It's Sarah with an H at forestparkzoo.com. And yes, there's lots of ways to get involved. We love volunteers. We love money. We have lots of cool events. We have a wine safari event coming up where you can, drink around the world at the zoo, meet lots of fun animals. We have our brew at the zoo in the summertime where we have, 24 odd breweries and professional brewers, home brewers who come in, and you can drink lots of fun beers. Then we have lots of family friendly events too. Come bring the kids, do different things, extravaganza. We have a similar event at Halloween. So there's lots of fun things to do, whether you want to bring the kids, leave the kids at home, come spend some time with the animals.
Find
some kids, bring some kids, nieces, nephews, neighbors, kids off the street. But yeah.
Kid, I want to go to this. I want to go. No, I am. I'm really grateful that I was able to snag you and have you come in. I do have one question. On the webpage, all of the team members have different animals with them.
Yes.
On the team page. And you have this goat.
Mm-hmm.
What's the goat's name?
That's Sky.
Why Sky? Why'd you pick Sky?
Many of our goats are named after alcohol, and it's Sky like Sky vodka with an E on the end.
No, you would choose the vodka goat. So just a funny little story as we end. When I was a kid, I don't have a lot of memories of my real father when he was in the area, because I was young and my parents got divorced and he moved. But one memory I have is going to the zoo and feeding the goats. And the goat ate my father's windbreaker.
They eat everything, so that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, they'll eat pretty much anything, so that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Well, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. You are listening to BizBuzz 413. We are live at the 413 Entrepreneur Spotlight. That was Sarah Tsisto, the executive director, the big cheese, the boss lady, because it's Women's History Month, at the zoo at Forest Park. And I do want to remind you that we'll be back next month doing a 413 Entrepreneur Spotlight. But we're going west. We are headed to Berkshire County, and we're partnering with One Berkshires. Check that out. I'm Jill Munson, your host of BizBuzz 413.